Hi, my name is Connie Walkershaw. We're sitting here in my place of business called Sew. I learned to sew with my grandmother at the age of 8. She was an amazing woman and she taught me how to sew. She taught me how to pattern make immediately. She laid a doll on a piece of fabric and I drew around it and then I sewed. And I sewed it together and made a dress and it was amazing. I felt like she'd given me a superpower. My first job in fashion was through my stepmother, who had a business restoring vintage clothing. And I took over her business when she became pregnant. Then I moved to a different job, which was a place called Old Gold, which used to be called a department store of the past. I restored all the vintage clothing there, and I learned a lot about how things are made by looking at the inside of garments and how they were constructed. And so then after many years of working in production sewing for other designers, and the wages just kept getting lower and lower, I decided that I was going to launch my own line, that I knew enough to do that. And so I gave it a try, and within a week I was selling to boutiques on Union Street here in San Francisco. So I decided that I wanted to open my own store and go direct to my customers. And I had my cutting table and my sewing machines in my shop so that I could do things while I was sitting there in the store. And people immediately came in and asked me to teach them how to sew. And I started teaching kids, and I was like, this is really fun, it's a great way to make money, and I'm really enjoying my time, and that's just took over my life. I just spent all my time hanging out with adults and children and teaching them and passing the gauntlet. The birth of Project Runway really started people looking at making things for themselves. They watched the creative process and they were like, oh my God, that looks so fun. And I think that was part of why I was able to start a sewing class, because these kids were just looking for that. And adults too, yeah. You have a relationship with all these different people, and like with my grandmother, I'm empowering them. I'm giving them tools to be able to create things. And then some kids start at the age of 6 and they don't leave until they go to college. So that's kind of an amazing thing to be able to hang out with these people for all those years. But I forgot the question. What did you say?